Okay, everyone. Hello. We can start the class now. Okay, let us continue our lesson today. We still have two more kinds of lighting we have to learn. Then after that, we will go into material class. Okay. So at the same time, while we learn about lighting and material, we also continue doing our assignment one. Okay. Yeah. So first, when we come to this kind of condition, when you open your files, and then if this kind of table coming out, it's stated missing external files, that means that you have few pictures or few things that 3D Max cannot find for your models. For example, perhaps this is a marble picture. If 3D Max cannot find your marble picture, then it will stated here. Or you have environment picture. If 3D Max cannot find your environment picture, they will also stated here. So this kind of condition happen is because perhaps you download some picture or models from internet, you put inside your 3D Max, but maybe the folder or the image that maybe you move to other files or you delete it, then it will state that they cannot find your picture. So what you can do is, at the very first, when you download all the pictures or models, you put inside your 3D Max, right? Please make sure you also create a folder. Then that folder is include all your things, all your downloaded or attached things you put inside that folder. That folder is for this project. So make sure you do that. So if anything missed, you can find from there. So if you want to find back this picture, you can click Browse. And then you can click Add. Okay, then you go to find where you save all the download models and the picture that you use. You go to find the folder. Okay, then you click Use Path. Then it will automatically attach all the picture back. Okay. Perhaps in the future, if we have this kind of things happen again, then I will tell you how. Okay, let's just continue. If this table coming out asks you to convert the scene, just close it. Okay. Last week we learned about different kind of lighting, environment light, V-ray light to use as an environment light or as a downlight. And we learned about self-illuminated, that means V-ray light material. It will light out itself. And we learned about this one. We call that decoration light. Okay, name is IES. So for all this lighting, light setting, do you have any question? Or anything you miss out, you need me to repeat back? Okay, if no, then we continue on our two more lights setting. Okay. Okay, please jot it down. After that, I'll give you some time to practice that. Okay. We learn this one. V-ray, sun. We learn V-ray sun. V-ray sun, the characteristic is like a little bit yellowish and very bright effect. Okay. So normally V-Ray Sun will give you a sunset feel. So we use V-Ray Sun. Okay. So in order to let you see the effect of the V-Ray Sun, I will off the other lights first so that the effect of the V-Ray light will be more obvious. Okay, so how we put in the V-Ray Sun. Okay, V-Ray Sun is here. You go to the right side, the table, then you can find this light bulb. You click this light bulb. This is for light. Okay. After that, you change the photometric. You change to V-Ray. Then you get V-Ray Sun. Click the V-Ray Sun. Okay, now we are going to set V-Ray Sun at top viewport. Okay, so think about where you want to put the sun and where is the light come from. So, for example, okay, here is our window. So perhaps I'll put the sun here, from here, and then the light should from here towards the interior. So after I click V-Ray Sun at this table, on top viewport, I just click and drag. Okay, then my V-Ray Sun come up. Okay, release my mouse key. Then you will be asked, would you like to automatically add a V-Ray sky environment map? Okay, if you say yes, that means perhaps your environment will be a little bit bluish, okay, because they put the V-Ray sky environment map onto it. But if you have this environment that I teach you last week, you put this one already, then perhaps here you can just click no. It depends. Either one is okay. Okay. So if you see detailedly, then you'll see there is a sun, V-Ray Sun body, and then the sun shooting point. Okay. So go to the left side, then you will see your sun and your sun body, and the focus point is horizontal. Then what we have to do is we move up our V-Ray Sun, creating a scene like this. This one we do at left viewport. So sun from here shooting inside. So this is the point. And please make sure the shooting line, this is the sun shooting line, pass through your window. This is the window. Okay, so that you will see a very obvious sunlight and shadow here. So after you adjust the location of the sun, now we have to do some setting for our sun body. So click on the sun body itself, go to modify. The right side here, this is the modify button. Okay, so this is the sun parameter. Okay, we adjust the intensity multiplier. Let's put the multiplier around 0.3. The range 0.3 to 0.5. Because sun is very bright, okay, the effect is very bright, very obvious, very strong. So the amount will make it a little bit less. So the range intensity multiplier, the range is around 0.3 to 0.5. Okay, the sun multiplier, make it 30. Sorry, make it 10. Okay. Okay, and then you can see the filter color is white. If you want to make it more yellowish, actually white is a little bit yellow already. If you want to make it more yellowish, then you can adjust the color here. Okay, for me, I'll just leave it. Okay. After that, we drag down this table, drag to the bottom. You will see option tab here, option. Okay. Okay, for option here, make sure you tick this one, invisible. Okay, that means your sun body will be invisible. You won't see a piece of white round things here. Okay, so the option here, make sure you tick invisible. And one more thing you have to be aware, this one, exclude. Okay, if you read from the left view, you will see when your sun shooting from here into the interior, you will see your environment map and your environment light. Last week, what we did is blocking your sunlight shooting in. So what you have to do is, for your sun Viray sun setting, option here, you have to exclude the things that blocking your sun. That means this piece. If you have curtain inside, you put on the Viray sun, you test, and then it's very dark, you also can exclude your curtain. Okay? So that the sun shooting in without anything blocking it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, this we have to know about this one. This is this environment light last week we created. The name is plan 001. So when I set for my Viray sun, under option exclude here, I click exclude. I have to find plan 001 from this table. Okay, this is plan 001. Okay, plan 001. So when I found plan 001 here, I click it, and then I click this button. That means you exclude plan 001 for your Viray sun. Now your Viray sun shoot the sunlight into the interior, although plan 001 is blocking it, but your sun is excluded. Okay, it's passed through it. So you must transfer plan 001 from here, this table, to this table. Okay. That's all setting for our Viray sun. Now let's test render. So when you test render, this is your viewport. Make sure you click Shift F and come out the safety frame. The safety frame helps you to ensure that this is the exactly 3D picture that will be rendered out. So let's see the sun effect. Okay, so this is a sun effect. You can see it's very bright. Okay, okay, let me correct something. Perhaps just now the multiplier, for the very sun, just now what I stated, the range 0.3 to 0.5. Perhaps you can make it more lower. Okay, 0.05 also can, to 0.3. Just make a correction here, 0.05 to 0.3. Because from my scene here, 0.3 seems too bright. Okay. And when you use ViriSun, perhaps you will find these things. It's a little bit sandy feel. We call this subdiff. Okay, so sometimes the ViriSun will give you this kind of effect, but we will adjust it in our render setting. So I'll tell you in the future. Just ignore it first. Make sure that your ViriSun have a correct multiplier. Okay. So this is the sun effect. So, and as you observe, even though my filter color is white, but the render result please hold on. Okay. So even though my filter color is white, but the render result is a little bit yellowish. So ViriSun itself will bring some yellowish effect. So please beware about that. So not exactly every project you must use ViriSun. It's all depend. You don't want to use also can. Okay? Depends on what kind of project you have. Normally for exterior rendering, then we'll use ViriSun. Okay. After that, that's all for our ViriSun here. We still have another light setting. Okay, we called it, let's see, can I find it here? Okay, we call this target direct light. Okay, we call this target direct light. Okay, target direct light will bring you a white effect. Sorry, white ambience. And then you can adjust the shadow. You can make the shadow either very solid or strong, or make it not so obvious. So this is uh, the character of target direct light. Okay, let's see what we can find or what we can get from target direct light. Okay, so I enable my sunlight first. Now I go to find my target direct light. Okay, you can find here of the light bulb also, the light bulb button. Click it. Okay, change. Just now we search V-Ray Sun, right? Now we change it to standard. Okay, we change it to standard. Okay, and then you can find target direct. Click it. So same, from top viewport, you click and drag to set your target direct. So just click and drag. Okay, right click your mouse to end the process. So from left viewport, you can see this is your target direct body, and this is the shooting point. Same as the V-Ray Sun, you have to move up your target direct body, move up, and then this is your point. Make sure shooting inside on the floor, or maybe on your coffee table. So make sure also the shooting light, the trough, is passed through your window. This is a window, sorry. This is a window. So make sure the body is up, shooting line here, pass through the window. Pass through the window, shooting point here. Okay, after that, we go to top viewport. Now, after we adjust the location of the target direct light, we are going to adjust the parameter. So you click on the target direct body, you go to modify. So here we have to adjust something. Okay. So first, make sure that your light type is on. And this one, make sure it's directional. Okay, it's directional. Second, shadows. Make sure you on your shadow. And this one, shadow map. We are going to change it. So make sure you change to V-Ray shadow. Okay, under the shadows, make sure your shadow is on, and change the shadow map to V-Ray shadow. Okay. And under shadow here, you can also see exclude. The exclude button is same function as the V-Ray Sun. So now your target direct shooting from here into the interior, but this environment light we learned last week blocking it. So we have to exclude this environment light. So like just now what we learned, plan 001 is the name of this environment. So when I set my target direct body, under shadow here, exclude, click it. Same, we find the plan 001, transfer from this table to this table. Just click this button. Okay, so now it means that you exclude the blocking things. That means plan 001. So just click OK. Okay, we go to top viewport and see. Second, third, we expand this table. Intensity, color, or attenuation. Okay, for this table, just remind you that the multiplier is 1.0. If you want to make it brighter, then maybe 2.0, 3.0, and then the light color is white. if you want to change the color to a little bit yellowish, perhaps you can adjust here. Okay. But for me, I will just leave it like this. We go to another things, directional parameter. Okay, click directional parameter to expand the table. And then we have to adjust this to hotspot or beam, fall off or fill. Okay, under directional parameters, we are going to adjust this to hotspot or beam, fall off or fill. Okay, I'll let you see the effect when I adjust this to. Okay, from top viewport, you see when I adjust my fall off speed, hotspot and beam. At the same time, I adjust my fall off and fill. There is no fixed right amount. Okay, just adjust it. But it will create, you can see from your target direct body, it will create two kind of shooting line. Okay. Let me explain to you about this one. Okay. When this target direct shoot inside the interior, the lights within this area, okay, either hotspot or fall off, this area will be brighter than the outer area. Okay, so that your shadows will have different kind of layer. Your lighting also have different kind of layer. Okay, it's not like a sharp light shooting out from outside to inside. It will differentiate it. So this part is brighter. This part is less brighter. So this is the function or effect of the hotspot and fall off. Okay, you just adjust it. Okay. So for me, perhaps here, shooting from the outside to inside towards the window. Here, I'll make it brighter, and the other side, I'll make it less brighter. So I'll adjust until like this. Okay. So if I see from my camera view, so above is target direct, shooting inside. So here will be brighter, and then the shadow create will be stronger. Outside is less bright. Okay. After that, we go to the next one, and the last one is V-ray shadow parameter. Okay, so make sure that it's V-ray shadow parameter. It's not shadow parameter. Okay, V-ray shadow parameter. Click it to expand the table. Okay, here we have to take area shadow. Okay, and make sure it's sphere. Okay, and the subdiv, give it 50. Okay, then let's talk about this one, UVW size. So perhaps you can just take a note. If the number for the UVW size is less, that means the shadow is more strong, not strong, more solid or more bold. If UVW size number is larger, that means your shadow is like a little bit not so bold, more natural. I'll let you see the effect, and perhaps you can see the difference. Okay, I'll make it 200 first for the bold shadow, And then after that, I'll make maybe 1,500 for the other effect. Okay. This is the last setting for our target direct. So under various shadow parameter, make sure you tick area shadow. Make sure you select sphere. Okay, UVW size depends on how bold you want the shadow to be. And then the subdiv is 50. Let's see the effect. Okay, so this is the effect of the target directional light. So compare with the sun, then you can see target direct is more, it's not so bright or yellowish, okay? And then target direct here will create you a very sharp and bold shadow here. Let's see if I adjust my UVW size of my target directional light, and let's see what is the difference. I'll clone this. Okay. Now if I adjust the UVW size to 1500, okay, let's see the result. Okay, so let's compare. Okay, so this is the UVW size with 200. This is with 1500. You can see for 200, the shadow is very sharp and bold, but for the 1500, the shadow is a little bit loose. Okay, so there is more layer or gradient, okay, for the shadow. So it depends on what kind of effect you want. Some people they like very sharp shadow, and some people they like a little bit blurrish shadow. It looks more realistic. Then it depends. You can set it for yourself. Just bear in mind, for the UVW size here, less number will make the shadow sharper. All right, that's all for our lighting today, and we end our lighting lesson also. We all together we learned about different kinds of lighting. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 kind of light. So I hope you can practice it and be more familiar on using it. So in one 3D Max project or in one 3D model, not exactly use all the lights we learn. So you can put on perhaps very basically we will put V-ray light, okay, put outside a window, okay, as our light sources, okay. Environment light, that means this piece of things, okay. we very commonly we use lah. And the decorative light also very common we use in our project, so that our 3D looks more interesting with different kind of lights effect. But the others, if you want to put in, then you just put in, play with it. Okay, so now it's 10:10. Okay, we'll come back around 10:40. I'll give you 30 minutes. You can practice just now the two kind of lights. One is like Virey Sun, one is Tiger Direct. Okay, then 10:40 we come back. We start our material lesson.